Welcome to another interesting episode of your favorite TV program, A New Edo Has Risen, the program that takes you straight to the happenings in our great states. I am your host, Emanuela Lawrence. Across the states, government continues to take deliberate steps to strengthen security, tackle social vices, and improve the well-being of citizens. From intensified efforts against cultism and kidnapping to campaigns against drug abuse and initiatives that promote healthier lifestyles, the commitment to building a better Edo state remains unwavering. Stay glued as we take you through stories making headlines this week. We begin with security, a critical pillar of development and one of the foremost responsibilities of government. Determined to sustain the gains recorded in the fight against cultism and kidnapping, Governor Monday Okpebholo has taken another bold step aimed at strengthening the justice system and ensuring that perpetrators of these crimes are swiftly brought to book.
One of the most pivotal concerns and pursuits of every chief executive, especially in governance, is the security and protection of lives and property of the teeming populace. It is a pledge, an obligation hanging around the neck of the head that wears the crown, yearning for positive delivery. For this reason, the Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, is not resting in his quest to keep Edo safe and secure, a venture that has truly yielded positive results. To further emboss this unwavering commitment, His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo has packed even outside his box as he officially writes to the Office of the Chief Judge of Edo State to directly request for the constitution of a special court for offenses relating to cultism and kidnapping, a request necessitated by his resolve to tackle and eradicate the menace of cultism and kidnapping in the state.
Still on security, the fight against criminality is yielding results as security agencies continue to tighten the noose on individuals linked to kidnapping and other violent crimes across the state.
Meanwhile, in a development sequel to the effort of the governor, a central figure behind several kidnapping cases in Uromi and environs, identified as Christian Okodowa, has been arrested by the government as part of its crackdown on kidnapping, cultism and other crimes. Okodowa is in custody at the police command in Benin City, while his building on Thursday Street off Amedokian Road in Uromi was pulled down after investigations and verified intelligence linked the property to criminal operations. Barrister John Izegebwe, Secretary of Operation Flush Out Kidnappers and Cultists, said investigations revealed Okodowa coordinated abductions by recruiting suspected criminals from other states and communities into Uromi.
We are in Uromi as we speak, and this building belongs to one Christian Okodowa, who has been linked severally to a kidnapping blockchain where he imports mercenaries from other outside neighboring states to this Uromi to do this kidnapping business. And all the arrests we've made have linked him directly to all of this. And we call that conspiracy, aiding and abetting into kidnapping. And the investigation have proven that he is the mastermind and culprit of the most very ferocious kidnapping in this Uromi. And the hands of the law has met him. And this is what the result is. We had the marching order upon investigation and verified information that this building should go down because that's the law. Once you are linked to all of this, and most of the persons who have arrested, I also mentioned his name, the house is going down. That's the resultant effect. The picture and the reality is this. If you see these things and still remain in crime, it's left for you. The hands of the law must meet you, catch up with you, and prosecute you. I think the governor should be given a kudos for this.
Security operatives have also intensified operations in Edo North following a cult-related killing that caused panic amongst residents and business owners.
In a similar development, the Edo State Security Squad, Operation Flush Out Kidnappers and Cultists, has picked up 14 suspects over the cult-linked killing of a middle-aged man at Okpebholo Motor Park, Jatu Junction, Auchi in Esako West local government area. The shooting caused panic as residents, commuters and traders ran for safety. On Governor Monday Okpebholo's orders, the chief and principal security officers coordinated raids across Edo North, pulling down Okpebholo Motor Park and the Nigerian Union of Road Transport Workers Park at Jatu Junction and sealing off Triple J and J Hotel in Aviele, the location where intelligence report confirmed the murder was planned. According to squad spokesperson Eribo Ewata, the 14 suspects arrested at the Aviele Hotel are cooperating with investigations to help track down other fugitives, including key suspects Anefi Kasim of Juris Confraternity and Idris Mustafa of ESSC, who remain on the run.
We heard of some killings that is happening in this metropolis, and then the governor with his CSO and the PSO mandated us all, and we came down to Auchi and we've arrested some of the kingpins, and they are giving us useful information. And we are still on the heels of others that are still at large, but we'll definitely catch up with them because we've been giving information on where they are and how they carried out the actions that they did. It is wrong, and we've told them there is no way for that type of thing in a civilized society like this. We are not going to condone any form of cultism in these states, whether it's the Aye, the Eye, the Vikings, and the jurists. These are the four organizations that I said are the people perpetuating this evil act in this part of the town, and we are after them, and soon we will catch up with most of them. But majority of them are already with us, and we are taking them to Benin. As regards this place, the governor has banned unauthorized revenue collection. This place is unauthorized and has been sealed and banned. The land has also been sealed. If we live here and you come to load here again, we will still catch up with you. It is banned and it is sealed, and that is what the governor has said. There is no going back on it in this state. Whether it's in Auchi, Edo North, whether it's in Ekpoma, Edo Central, or in Benin City, we will not condone it and we will not tolerate it.
The squad also searched Ibira Camp, Warake Road, Okpebholo and other locations, but Kasim was absent from his residence. Ewata said the Auchi ESSC sector commander must produce Kasim and Mustafa within 24 hours or face a wanted declaration.
We are the residents of one Mr. Anefi Kazim, one of the masterminders of the various killings in Auchi metropolis, and is also a member of the Juris Confraternity. From our investigation, this whole thing started from him and his cohorts. So that was our investigation brought us down to his residence. We are sealing his residence now, and we're giving the sector commander of Auchi sector 24 hours to produce Anefi Kazim and Idris Mustafa. Failure to do that, they'll be declared wanted.
The effort of the governor on security concerns goes beyond courtesan and kidnapping. Attention is also being focused on the growing challenges of drug abuse and trafficking as stakeholders join forces to create avenues to prevent, rehabilitate, and promote awareness across Edo State.
The fight against crimes and criminality intensifies as the Edo State government reaffirms its resolve to fight drug abuse and trafficking through continuous public awareness, prevention programs, and community participation to achieve a drug-free state. Speaking at a press briefing in Benin City, Mrs. Edesili Okpebholo Anani, chairperson of the Edo State Drug Control Committee and coordinator, Office of the First Lady, said government priorities remain prevention, rehabilitation, and tougher measures against traffickers.
Every day, we see the devastating impact of drug abuse manifesting in rising crime rates, deteriorating health, and the overwhelming burden it places on our social service system. It's important to note that while we make progress, there's still so much work to be done to protect the most vulnerable among us, especially our youth and women, who are often the primary target of illicit drug trade. Let us beam the light on the persistent issues that fuel the drug problem in our state and beyond. These include poverty, unemployment, lack of education, and social injustice. Addressing these root causes is our obligation. We must work collectively with all stakeholders to implement effective prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation strategies. Ladies and gentlemen, I call upon parents, teachers, non-governmental organizations, community leaders, health professionals, and members of the public to unite in our efforts together. Together, we can build a comprehensive approach that eradicates drug trafficking and promotes health and wellness. We have an elaborate program for this year's event, which will include awareness campaign and community outreach initiatives designed to educate and empower our citizens. Together, we will promote a culture of prevention, encourage those who need help to seek it, and work tirelessly to disrupt the illicit drug trade. Thank you for your attention, support, and your dedication to this important cause.
The NDLEA Edo State Commander, Michel Ofoeju, described drug abuse as a serious public health and economic problem that needs ongoing awareness and behavior change.
The war against drug has been on for centuries. Notwithstanding the huge quantity of drugs that we intercept on a daily basis, a large number of people we arrest and prosecute, and the quantity of drugs we destroy, just as we did last week, the problem still persists. And this is because the demand side of the equation has stubbornly remained. So until people ask for drugs, they stop asking for drugs, the trade will continue. If you are selling any product and you bring out your product morning, afternoon, evening, night, and nobody buys, you try that for 1 week, you'll be out of business. So we need to work on that. The new challenges remains every day. Over time, the problem is evolving. A few decades ago, methamphetamine wasn't known in Nigeria. At least if you mention it on the street, people won't know what you're talking about. But today, it is known as and it's driving so many people crazy in this country. So new psychoactive substances continue to emerge, all in a bid to evade law enforcement. So we need to do something about these designer drugs. We also have the challenge of the shisha. Today, you ask somebody, do you smoke? You say, I don't smoke, I do shisha. And I ask, what is the difference? Even the smoke that comes from shisha is far more than a pack of a cigarette. So we need to look at these new challenges.
The Edo State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Cyril Oshomole, pledged to strengthen mental health services, expand rehabilitation programs, and apply evidence-based strategies to reduce abuse and improve health outcomes across the Edo.
Drug abuse is not merely a law enforcement issue, it is a major public health concern. It contributes to mental health disorders, violence, accidents, poor educational outcome, family breakdown, and loss of productivity. Our young people are particularly vulnerable, and their protection must remain a top priority. Under the leadership of Excellency Senator Okpebholo, the Governor of Edo State government remains committed to a comprehensive approach that combines prevention, treatment, rehabilitation, public education, and enforcement. We recognize that punishment alone or sending people to prison or Oko prison cannot solve the problem. We must also provide support, counseling, treatment, and opportunities for recovery and integration. As Commissioner for Health, I wish to reaffirm our commitment to strengthen mental health and substance abuse services across the state to continue to collaborate with NTLA, healthcare institutions, community leaders, trade-based organizations, schools, and civil society groups to ensure that those affected receive the help they need. I commend Brigadier General Mamra and NTLA for their tireless efforts in combating drug trafficking and protecting our communities. I also applaud Her Excellency Okpebholo for her leadership and dedication as chairperson of the Edo State Drug Control Committee. To our youth, I say this: your future is too valuable to be sacrificed to drugs. Choose health, choose purpose, choose life.
A healthy society is a productive society, hence the encouragement by stakeholders to citizens, particularly men, to take greater responsibilities for their physical and mental well-being.
Health is wealth. A healthy body is an active body. These assertions were on play as stakeholders urged men to embrace regular exercise, proper hydration, adequate sleep, and routine medical examinations to maintain good health and improve productivity at work. The call came at an executive men's wellness session with the theme, Men's Health Matters, Taking Responsibility for a Healthier Future, organized by the Edo State Health Insurance Commission for Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Resource person Dr. Rashid Abasi cautioned men against long hours of sitting and high salt intake, which he linked to prostate cancer and high blood pressure.
Sitting is the new smoking. Prolonged sitting. When you sit for too long, your blood doesn't flow. When blood doesn't flow, it clots. Let me say that again. This is where your heart is. It pumps the blood down. What brings the blood back is your calf muscles. Your calf muscles are only activated when you are walking. The moment you sit, your heart rate, your cardiac output goes down. And that's why you see some people with darker leg, swollen leg. That's not a good thing. You know the old thing about virtual triad, you sit for too long, prolonged sitting can lead to DVT. DVT can kill before you can even say Jack Robinson. It kills. Erectile dysfunction is a major problem and is affecting a lot of men. It's affecting a lot of us because we're not using our testosterone. Women run around with estrogen, we run with testosterone. If you don't use it, you lose it. If your testosterone builds up, it gets converted into what is called DHT, dihydroxytestosterone. Guess where that goes? It goes to the prostate as food. And you are not using it. The prostate will just become horrible. It swells on you. That's prostate enlargement. What happens? It blocks your urine flow. It affects your kidney. You don't want to see a man that goes to church with a catheter. You don't want to see a man that wakes up in the middle of the night and is unable to pee. And when the prostate swells, it also affects blood flow, so your manhood is not going to come up.
Other key stakeholders, medical personnel, and participants also shared their views.
It became really important for us to engage, to have this kind of engagement when we realized that the workforce, especially the male workforce, were having a lot of productivity issues. And I sat with my HOS to, come up with modalities. And from what we saw, we noticed that it was more of a mental health issue. So when the UN came up with this subject, and this month as Men's Health Mental Awareness Month, I found it as an opportunity to engage with the civil servants and public servants in Edo State to have this engagement. And as you can see from here, we've had a huge outpour of love, outpour of engagement, and it has been taken in good faith. And I believe the men have understood, the impact of good health. And Edo Hills, as a government initiative, is also encouraging them to, go to their facilities, check yourself annually to make sure you are in good health. Prevention is always better than cure, and early detection is the best preventative measure.
It is very important that men take seriously their health. It's not just about working and ignoring your health. And I think this session today has actually exposed the need why people should take things about their health seriously. A lot was talked about, and I hope that the attendees will take it up and spend more time with their health, because if you don't look after your health, you really can't do the things that you're waking up to do every day. So it's so important that we take our health seriously. And I personally, I picked up a lot from coming here today. And you might think you know a lot, but there's not so much that you know until you actually go out there and hear things that you do not know. So knowledge is never exhausted, and I think that whatever you know, there's still a lot to learn.
Thumbs up to Edo State government. I think it's a good one, the first for me of its kind. It was a blessing, sincerely relevant information regarding our well-being as men passed across, from talking about our social engagement with other men, speaking out and not just being that strong man, the strong guy where we say I'll handle everything. We should share and let people know our strengths and our weaknesses as well. And then talking about physical activities like strolling, taking a walk, okay, just together, just casual walks, or exercise in the gym or personal, beautiful. And then, okay, even our spiritual exercises like the fasting and how it can detoxic our system. Okay, but the one that really got the high point for the day in the whole was the issue of sexual activities. And it was sure a blessing. And without personal biases, I think here there is a purpose for it.
I want all the Edo men to, number one, take advantage of the type of governance that they have. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. We cannot just minimize that. So first thing first, let's use our own resources, the social network there are a lot of, look at the panel, a lot of educated cerebral people. So when you talk to each other, that helps a lot, because the problem you're going through with the problem that I may go through, if we share experiences, it helps. And the other thing that we know that works well is simple walking. Go for a regular walk. It has been shown. Kaiser Permanente reproduced the study from Harvard. If you walk 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, it lowers high blood pressure. It reduces the risk of hypertension, diabetes. It reduces the risk of prostate cancer. And even if you were already diagnosed with the cancer, your recovery time is much improved just by walking. And again, not only just walk those 2 times, how many steps are you taking during the day? Because prolonged sitting is the new smoking. And that's a major one, because smoking comes with a lot of dangerous factors. And lastly, for my Edo people, let's avoid salt. Salt consumption is killing us. As much as we want to do prevention, don't go home after your walk and now you put salt on everything your wife has cooked or you are eating, because that salt will create problem. Wherever salt goes, water goes, and that water will increase your blood pressure. And with blood pressure, all other bad stuff comes around.
That brings us to the end of this week's edition of A New Edo Has Risen. Thank you for staying with us. Join us again next week for more updates. Follow us on all our social media platforms at A New Edo Has Risen. I remain Emanuela Lawrence. Until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and keep believing in the steady rise of Edo State. Bye for now.